Hey, Jake from Wellness here. You might have seen my recent video regarding consistency where I talked about a concept called supercompensation, about how that's so important if you want to get results in your training. And so the point that I was making in that video is that if you're not able to be consistent and train at the right times when your body needs that stimulation, then you're going to get suboptimal results. So the next progression in that line of thought is, why are people not being consistent? Now, over the last 20 years working with clients variously in the health and fitness industry, what I've discovered is there's one thing that trumps them all, and that is simply your energetic state. If you're not able to maintain your energy at a high level, this is directly going to impact on your motivation and therefore whether or not you achieve what you intended to achieve. So take, for example, you get a poor night's sleep. How does that impact your energy? You will have noticed that when you get a poor night's sleep, you are much less motivated, you're more tired, everything seems more arduous, it's all hard, and so you don't end up doing what you really intended to do. Conversely, when you get a really good night's sleep, you're energized, you almost bounce out of bed going, okay, what can I do next? Let's get it done. So there's a direct correlation with your energy, your motivation, and your ability to be consistent with what your goals are. Now, there's other things that also impact your energy, such as when you're eating a really bad diet, you feel sluggish, right? We can all relate to this. You eat lots of junk food, you feel poorly, you might enjoy it at the time, but later on you feel horrible. Whereas conversely, if you eat your healthy food consistently, you'll notice your energy becomes very clean. This impacts on your mood, you become more consistent, and you achieve more as a result of that. There's another two components I've found that really impact on this as well. One being exercise. If you do the right exercise, that's going to build a body and a mind that's stronger, more functional, more capable, and that, of course, will result in you being more consistent, thereby achieving your goals. Now, the fourth component of what I refer to as the pyramid of balance, the foundation of the pyramid of balance, is your lifestyle, which refers to how hard you're working and how much rest you're getting. It's lifestyle balancing. If you're working too hard, you become exhausted, don't you? If you don't work hard enough, you become unmotivated, lazy, indolent, and you don't achieve your goal. So those four components form the base of the pyramid of balance. There's another couple of components on the way up relating to mind, specifically your mental and emotional state. These need to be factored in as well, of course. How you're thinking, how you're feeling, that impacts on your motivation, your energy, and therefore your result. And the third component, the peak of the pyramid there, is a specific technique that I've come across for balancing what's called your autonomic nervous system. So just in a nutshell, basically your body is responding to day and night. This is called your circadian rhythms, right? So when it's daytime, light comes through your eyes, impacts your nervous system, your autonomic nervous system specifically, into the sympathetic division where your body is activated and you are driven to go and do things. Activity takes place during the day, right? The birds come out, they start chirping, things start happening. Conversely, at night, when the stars come out, as it were, daylight is an absent. So therefore your circadian rhythm determines that it secretes hormones within the brain that causes your body to rest. Now the problem is that a lot of people aren't able to shut down their system in the night because they're so activated from the day, and so they're in this chronic drive of sympathetic overactivity, which really creates a lot of stress and prevents you from getting enough sleep and coming back into the next day in a more rested state. So the technique to shift your body in autonomic balance toward what's called your parasympathetic nervous system, otherwise known as your rest and digest, the element of your body that causes you to recover, is not being stimulated or allowed to come into function within the body. This is a big problem because then what we have is people that are overly exhausted all the time, and I've just variously talked to the impact of that in relation to the outcome in your life, right? So what I've done here is just gone over in very rapid succession the elements, and I'm just going to wait for this train to go past. I'm just taking a walk beside the train tracks here today. Alright, sorry about that little interlude. But what I've just detailed there is the elements of what is referred to as the pyramid of balance, and we go into this in our wellness lifestyle coaching program that we're going to be beginning soon for our members and anyone else that's interested to undertake that, right? So we're not sure about the date yet. We're going to have a look around and see how many people we've got interested in this. We're going to get a few together, and once we've got sufficient numbers, we're going to launch this program, all right? And it's going to be done online, so you don't require to come in for this. You can do it in your own time. If you can't make the specific meeting time, which will be once a week at this stage, then you can just simply observe the upload and fit this in at your own time. Learn to manage those lifestyle components that really govern your energetic state, your mental and emotional state, and ultimately control the outcome of your life. No small thing, is it really? So welcome to check that out. If you're interested, send us an email, give us a call at the studio, come in and see us, book in for a consultation, or simply fill out the form below and we'll be in touch.